This is gonna be the Rise of Marlon. The Rise of Marlon. Let's get into it, boys. Come on. Ladies and gents, about to start.
For almost a century, psychologists have been studying attractive people, and they keep finding the same thing. The more attractive you are, the more people trust you, the faster you get hired, and the more you get paid. Basically, if you're hot, life runs on easy mode, and nowhere is that more obvious than online.
Yeah, but like, how much do they gotta do to get to like that kind of level? This is so freaking clickbait. It's crazy. Like, to be hot is not that easy. You gotta eat clean, you gotta be clean, you gotta be healthy, like all of that.
And nowhere is that more obvious than online. TikTok's flooded with thirst traps, Instagram's a competition to look unattainable, and Twitter, holy sh**. It doesn't matter if you were born with one or if you bought one, having a pretty face is a cheat code on social media. I mean, we've seen it a million times. Every other week there's a new it girl, a new dream crush, a new guy who makes middle-aged women act feral. Which brings us to Marlon. A little over a year ago, Marlon basically appeared out of nowhere. One day nobody knew who he was, the next he was streaming with Mr. Beast, walking A-list runways, and being crowned the internet's rising star.
Yo, I actually saw this live. That was crazy. The amount of... He kind of deserves it though. I saw the whole history based upon how he came up and all of that. He's definitely putting in a lot of work into this.
On paper, it's the same story we've seen 100 times. A pretty face shows up, the internet melts, and a career launches overnight. But the deeper I dug, the less that story held up. Because the path Marlon actually took to get here, it's a lot uglier than you think. Marlon Lundgren Garcia grew up in Malmo, a coastal...
Wait. Is this Marlon when he was younger? I mean, like, I can kind of see the resemblance, but...
Marlon Lundgren Garcia grew up in Malmo, a coastal city in the south of Sweden. It was there where he fell in love with soccer, or as the Europeans call it, football. Whether he was playing for local teams or traveling abroad to watch the greats, the sport really consumed Marlon's entire childhood. But it wasn't long before basketball came into the picture. Marlon was tall for his age, and the game came naturally. By high school, he was actually pretty good. Good enough to get recruited into one of Sweden's top athletic programs. I genuinely couldn't pronounce the school if I tried, but it's stacked with an alumni list that includes names like Hugo Larsson, Emilia Nilsson Guri.
Yeah, because he's coming straight out from Sweden, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Yo, what's up? Just came from your clip. I appreciate you. I forgot what month we're in. Frick, I did too. I think it's July.
And Zlatan Ibrahimovic. By the end of high school, Marlon was ranked one of the top basketball players in Sweden, which is what brought him to the US, specifically to Lower Columbia College in Washington State, where he played college basketball. Now, Marlon's basketball career was short-lived. After just his freshman year, he went back home to Sweden, never to play college basketball again. So what was the point in telling you this? Well, because it was here, in an apartment at Lower Columbia College, that Marlon's social media career began. In early 2021, one of Marlon's college teammates pulled out his phone, recorded a video of the two of them dancing. He posted it to TikTok, and it popped. The views...
You see what I mean? Like, he kind of make it seem so freaking easy. Like, he posted a video and then it popped off. Like, who posted a video and then everything pops off? Listen, you gotta put in the grind. He's been putting in the grind like every single freaking day. Like, there's probably like hundreds of videos that he's been posting before the shit. Like, it didn't just like pop just like that.
And people flooded the comments asking the same question. So Marlon did what anyone would do. He made an account and started posting. Throughout his freshman season, Marlon and his teammate kept at it, spamming the same setup with the exaggerated smile and 15 seconds of choreography on loop. And it kept working. Hundreds of thousands of views became the norm, and the followers kept piling up. Once he got back to Sweden, you could tell Marlon had done the math on why his videos were popping. And spoiler, it wasn't the dancing. The choreography got phased out in favor of better lighting, more deliberate angles, and a shirt that more oftentimes than not just didn't make it into the shot. But hey, it worked. By late 2023, he pulled in almost 1 million followers, basically just by posting 30.
Bro, he pulled in a freaking 1 million followers? That fast?
Straps to TikTok. But there's a problem with TikTok. The app doesn't really pay its creators, and the little it does pay is pennies.
Here's my
True, and that is only if you like. I think if you're in the US, it does pay you based upon the content that you are putting out. But listen, there is no type of monetization unless you going live or like doing TikTok shop or shit like that. Like the places where you can monetize is mostly like Twitch, Kick, YouTube. X has a creator monetization as well. IG doesn't really pay. Facebook pays. Snapchat. Yeah, you got a few, but like TikTok is not one of them. Trust me.
stats for the month: 251 million views, so probably a lot of money, right? $293.
Exactly.
That's my paycheck for the month.
That's
see
where
what I
every
mean?
TikToker eventually pivots. They start a YouTube channel, they launch a podcast, or even just ditch TikTok entirely. Joe Bartolozzi is a perfect example of this. He blew up on TikTok, moved to streaming, dragged his audience with him, and now he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch and barely touches TikTok at all.
Facts.
Which our next video is on Joe, and we really want to do like an interview.
But it's like, it is really good if you want to like funnel people from like TikTok or Instagram or wherever you want to like YouTube or Twitch or Kick, right? That is really good. But the thing is, like, at the end of the day, you gotta make like different kind of content on the different kind of platforms as well. And TikTok usually doesn't want you to mention Twitch or Kick or any kind of other platform because they get like jealous for you to take them off the platform. So you gotta like watch everything that you say. You gotta go within the niche of like dancing or making like content like that. It's just a freaking pain.
Review for it. So if you want to see that, go spam his chat and his comments saying Golf Cart sent you a DM. But anyways, Marlon tried the same thing. In early 2024, he went live on Twitch for the first time. And despite a TikTok following pushing
2024? Did bro go freaking live in 2024 and is this huge right now? Holy shit, doodle, he's been popping off. He's been doing a freaking good job, man.
and only 50 people clicked in. The next stream, fewer. The one after that, even
Yeah,
less.
that's the thing also. Like you can have a freaking million TikTok followers, but it doesn't convert that much. You would think like, okay, you got 1 million on IG or TikTok, but it doesn't convert. Like it is so freaking small. It's crazy. I saw a guy had like 1.2 million on TikTok. He had like 9 viewers. Honestly.
This is where Marlon's pretty privilege starts to run out. Because there's a difference between an audience that likes looking at you and an audience that likes listening to you talk. Marlon had spent 3 years building the first kind, and now he needed the second.
Bro, send that chat right now. If y'all got any funny videos, bro.
So if you're Marlon, what do? You have 1 million people who follow you for one reason and one reason only, and you've just spent 2 months proving they're not going to follow you anywhere else. You're 22, you dropped out of college, and the dream you've been chasing for years is collecting dust on a platform that doesn't pay. Great.
Nah, like honestly, you guys gonna see that eventually if you're making content. It doesn't convert that good, especially not from TikTok, because you can't really post in your stories that you're going live on TikTok, because then it's gonna penalize you and it's gonna rank you even less. I did that, and you guys can check out my TikTok right now and you guys can see what I mean. So the thing is, IG is a little bit better on this. If you can actually post in your story with a link to your Kick or Twitch, and then it's gonna funnel better, but still not gonna be like a crazy amount. I'm telling you guys.
Most people in that spot
Twitch
quit.
that.
They get a real job. The TikTok account goes dormant, and that's the end of the story. You see, when the attention isn't converting, you really only have 2 choices. Accept that the internet gave you the wrong kind of audience, or figure out how to put yourself in front of the right one. And that's basically the entire game online. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer, a creator, or even an entrepreneur. At some point, posting and praying just isn't enough. And that's where WAP comes in. WAP just introduced WAP ads to help you run your online business in the easiest way possible. You can launch, manage, and scale your ads all in one place. Whether you have a product, a service, or really any kind of digital business, you don't have to bounce between a million tabs trying to figure out all of the annoying stuff that usually makes running ads feel like you're in over your head. And on top of it all, WAP just dropped their new WAP card, which gets you 5% cash back on every dollar you spend on ads. Now, instead of just spending money and hoping it pays off, you're building a system where your ad spend is working for you in 2 ways.
It's percented by the
Or your
month.
ads
No, I
in 2
get
ways.
that.
To grow your went in a different direction. If you looked at the top of streaming in 2024, the mainstream names all looked the same. Nobody was sitting behind a desktop anymore. They were all out doing IRL streams, farming clips around the clock, and almost all of them.
Even I was like, maybe I should go like IRL, do some crazy shit. But the thing is, like, if you do crazy shit while you're small, nothing is gonna get like clipped. You gotta build a base, you gotta build a community, and then you can do like all the crazy shit that you want to do. Because if you do it now, the thing is, like, you're not gonna get much out of it. If I go on a freaking world tour right now, like, not that many people are gonna see it. But if I do it after I built like a community and everything, everybody's gonna see it, and we're gonna make some clips out of it. We're gonna get it on socials. We're gonna expand on that. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing, like gaming content, IRL, just chatting. Not that much IRL, but like reactionary shit. You know? Eventually, we're gonna come with a lot of crazy IRL. Trust me.
And we're doing it from the U.S.
Quick clip that.
That was the path. If Marlon wanted in, he had to go get it. So he scrounged up what money he had and booked a one-way flight to Miami.
This whole week is fucking banging the street.
He didn't really have a plan past landing. He had a hotel for a few nights, a camera, and a goal of streaming every single day. That's pretty much what he did. Every day was the same. He'd walk around, talk to strangers, eat, sleep, stream, repeat. After a few weeks, he was pulling in over 150 viewers per stream.
Yo, that's good. That's good.
He opened Twitch and saw this.
We set up right here.
Yo.
Two of the biggest streamers.
I think this is the point where he actually like pulls up to clicks and lazy while they're shaving somebody, and then like freaking aura the shit out of them. Like, look at it, look at it.
Platform, we're doing an IRL stream in Miami. They were offering free haircuts to random strangers on the street.
Yo, watch this, watch this.
Marlon saw the stream and instantly recognized where they were.
Yo, it has to be.
Mr. Aura coming in.
Has to be right here.
He found them, walked up, and asked for a free haircut.
What's up, bro? What's good, bro?
Oh my god!
What's up, Chill. What's up, bro?
Your aura!
And just like that, Marlon, the guy who 3 months earlier was watching his own viewer count die in real time, was suddenly live in front of 30,000 people on the front page of Twitch.
Look at that lineup! Okay?
That's your time?
Mr. Aura. Oh,
This
come
is the
on.
exact reason you booked the one-way flight.
Everybody spam W's in the chat right now. Let me read
This is what every aspiring streamer plays out in their head at 3 a.m. when they're wondering if it's ever going to work. And from the outside, it really did look like it was working.
We going up by views every single day. I went from average to like.
I'm gonna be honest as well, like it seemed a little bit staged, but I kind of get it. I would have probably like done the same thing. Like, come on, it's freaking Mr. Aura coming in, bro.
20 views. And then the past week, I've averaged like 140, bro.
But the numbers that actually mattered, the ones in his bank account, were going in the wrong direction.
I don't know what to do anymore with this, bro. Like, I feel like everything just comes crashing down on me, bro.
He was putting everything into
Because
it.
here's what nobody posts about. Marlon's streams were growing, but he was burning through his savings faster than Twitch was paying him out.
I'm trying to figure out what to
Facts.
say tomorrow. Like I have to. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay on.
Like you guys gotta know, like it's kind of hard to make enough so that you can make it a living. Like you gotta average like around like 1K to actually make enough, right?
Street, right?
Every day he stayed in Miami was another day of cheap hotels, cheaper food, and doing the math on whether getting a haircut was worth eating that night.
But I don't have $40 to spend, Chad. I don't have $40. I'm not gonna eat tonight. I promise you I'm not gonna eat tonight. What am I supposed to eat with? My $0 in my bank account? My $5 that I got yesterday from a homeless person because I stole from his cup and didn't give him money? What do you...
For
You see what I
weeks, he was
mean?
living off of oatmeal.
150 viewers after a few weeks is solid. That is very, very solid. He's doing out extremely good work, but he also gotta make it go around. Like he's probably running on his last kind of money. So yeah, that's the hard part to like monetize on it.
Bouncing between hostels with beds that he couldn't fit in and Airbnbs that were covered in roaches.
What the f is that? What the f is that? Do you see this, bro?
You, what the? Is
This
that
is what it actually looks like
cockroaches?
to bet everything on yourself.
I haven't been able to sleep well. I haven't been able to sleep properly. There's no way in this world that any other streamer would do this to go to this extent to try to fucking pursue streaming, bro. There's no fucking way.
But after
I'm pretty sure that was like in Turkey, right?
2 months in the States, Marlon's funds had dipped deep into the red, and he was forced to go
Oh,
back
damn.
home to Sweden.
I just want to say I'm sorry for the echoing, bro. I don't know what to do about the echo, but this is my last resort, chat. I'm in the garage, bro.
For reasons that aren't really clear, his parents' house wasn't an option to stream from anymore, so he had to set up shop in a garage an hour away from home.
I couldn't find afford an apartment. I couldn't find a office. I couldn't find anything.
Which honestly sounds like a step backwards, but the bet had already started paying off. He just didn't know it yet. By September 2024, Marlon's viewership had climbed past 500 a stream.
Okay,
and
500,
Marlon was
that's
finally
good.
starting to catch up. As
Yeah.
he grew, so did his network.
You see what I mean? That's when he's starting to like make some type of cash so that he can literally like do it full time, even though he was already doing it full time, I'm pretty sure.
In a few months, he was streaming with huge names like Ray and Nick Niercina, and even flew to Mexico to stream IRL with Lacey. By January, things had really started to line up. Streaming was finally turning into something sustainable, and after months of paperwork, his US visa came through.
Ooh.
So he packed up the garage, flew to LA, and moved into Nick Niercina's house.
I'm
That's
living
smart.
at somebody's crib. It's a nice little, you know what I'm saying, area right here. But
I don't know
they
if you
said-
guys seen it, but this is literally like almost how we lived in like San Francisco when we were like founders and doing all that shit. Like this is the found life. You're living on like fast food and shit. You're just grinding all day. You're just trying to make it. That's literally what it's doing. This is doing such a good job though.
I could have this as like my streaming room and I could just like crash on the couch.
Just a few months after landing in LA, Marlon had reached this inescapable level in streaming.
So boys, listen, first of all, I just want to say we hit 100,000 subscribers, bro.
It was like you'd never heard of him one day, and then suddenly he was everywhere.
There's this new streamer, his name's Marlon. I think I got some
It's
coming with
freaking in.
Marlon soon.
This guy gets
Who's he chilling
thousands of
with?
viewers every day, bro.
No, I
Mhm.
saw this when he first started in like this shipping container almost.
And that's actually a pretty accurate way to describe what happened.
I'm pretty sure that he started like in his freaking garage, and then he played basketball. He did like everything he did to make the best type of content, and then he tried to post on every single social as well. Like he was doing crazy good, and the amount of time you gotta grind when you're in this process, it's crazy. Like you posting all over socials, you're trying to make it, you're trying to get some funneling from the clips and then to the streams. So this is actually like really good work.
Marlon went from averaging less than just 600 viewers in December
skip
to
that.
over 15,000 in May. That's a 2,400% increase in a matter of just 5 months.
His first time being at the house felt supernatural. Phase Marlon, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
It's hard to not give Lacey his flowers for his role in this. Lacey was a much bigger streamer at the time and basically made Marlon a staple character in his streams. But he wasn't doing it out of the kindness of his heart. At the end of the day, Lacey's streams performed better when Marlon was in them. I mean, look at his
True.
most popular TikToks.
They were literally like the best freaking duo that I've ever seen. Like Lazy and Marlon together was so freaking funny to watch.
Half of them are Marlon.
No, Marlon's friend!
What made it work was really the dynamic between the two of them. Just the sight of them next to each other told you everything you needed to know. They looked like two people from completely different movies who somehow got written in the same scene.
Exactly. All the content that they were putting together was literally like fine art. You know what I mean? Just mad funny.
On paper, the duo didn't make sense. One had a cool, calm, pretty boy energy, and the other was loud, chaotic, and completely unfiltered.
I wanted to show you like a good time, right?
Twitch,
Like,
clip
no,
that.
like, no. We got it. What?
It's the same reason Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum work so well together. One's the type of guy who says something weird, realizes it, and then makes it worse by trying to fix it.
You're not asking me to prom, are you?
No, I mean, if...
The other says everything with a smooth, charming confidence. You put them in the same room, and the joke kind of writes itself.
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Hey, man.
That's
Yes,
exactly what Marlon
come
and
on.
Lacey had. The internet got one look at it and couldn't get enough. And once the clips started spreading, more and more doors started opening on their own. Aiden Ross, Mr. Beast, Faith.
Should we try it? Should we try it? My name is Eirik. My name is Eirik. My name is Eirik. My name is Eirik, not Eric. My name is Eirik, not Eric. That's what we do. That's what we say. Let's get back into it.
Clan.
FaZe didn't sign you yet? Yet.
Marlon
Jeff.
became a household name in streaming with a core audience of viewers who genuinely wanted to watch whatever it was that he streamed. Throughout 2025, he continued to push his reach as far as he could, and in late October, he took one of his biggest swings yet, a full tour across the United States. The goal? 50 states in 28 days. By the end of the year, Marlon had become one of the standout faces in
You
streaming
see what I mean?
with
It's-
over 1.6 million.
This the same thing. Like this freaking Rise is so crazy. It goes so freaking fast. That is the payout for consistency and keep going, even though every single odds is stacked against you.
Followers to his name.
Marlon, he blew the up.
Marlon blew up this year, bro. Marlon's a goat.
Marlon is the definition of a rising star. The beginning of the year, he was just getting known, and now he's literally like one of the top known people in streaming. That is the definition of a star who rose.
Twitch, clip that.
Hope everyone's having a good night. I'm so excited to present the Rising Star Award. This category celebrates the streamers who began the year with under 1,000 average viewers.
Nah, honestly, he deserves that.
Growth and huge potential for the future. And the winner is Marlon.
Yes, sir. Well deserved, man. Well freaking deserved. He's putting in the grind. He deserved that shit.
It's kind of crazy, you know. It's been a long year. Want to thank my team, of course, Jake, Rocket, Miles, Ozzy, Matt, my editors, Dylan, Ali, everybody that's been helping me out. And then, of course, Lacey, all the face guys, everybody I collab with, you know, y'all pushed me this year. So thank y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all, so I appreciate y'all. I want to say last name, my bad. There's a lot of doubters, a lot of haters always gonna talk, but they're not the ones standing on this stage. So
facts. You made it. Be freaking proud of yourself. God is proud of you, bro.
Now, and there are a lot of people.
The good thing is that he also pushed on God, like Jesus Christ and all of that as well, and the consciousness, and he keeps trying to get the message out there, even though it's like huge right now. He keeps going. A lot of people, like creators, they fall down the line of not like representing God and Jesus, but he keeps on going with Jesus, bro. That's a W.
People online who really credit Marlon's success to his looks.
Good job, Marlon.
The way in hell you sitting courtside with NFL owners a year after streaming is because you're tall and hot. You mad?
In truth, the goal for this video was to figure out if Marlon's success really just stems from pretty privilege, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't go back and forth on him. Because he really has worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to where he is, but
I wouldn't say that the entire reason is why he's popular is because he's pretty privileged. It's wrong to say it's because of the pretty privilege. Like, honestly, the guy has been putting in work, putting in like hours, all of that. You can't just say just because he's like good looking that's why he's made it. It's just downplaying everything that he's been working for the entire freaking time, and it's just wrong in every single sense.
Because he really has worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to where he is, but at the same time, he takes his shirt off on TikTok and it pulls 125 million views. And then people start using AI to put their faces on his body.
How to do the Marlon I'm just trying to be myself trend.
But if you stop looking at pretty privilege like some sort of scarlet letter, you realize that Marlon's looks actually put him into a category of streamer we've never really seen before. This is definitely going to sound like total glaze, but it's also kind of true, so Marlon's like this perfect blend of traditional celebrity and your average streamer. He's attractive enough to have that Hollywood vibe.
Yeah, but the thing is also that the guy has a freaking personality. A lot of pretty people, they don't have a freaking personality. You know what I mean? Because they're so freaking used to getting the attention. They don't really value the attention anymore. So they're just gonna be like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, nice. But he actually got like a freaking personality. So no, it's not gonna be because of the privilege. Maybe his looks got the viewers' attention, and then his personality kept the attention. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to get attention, but the hard thing is to like obtain and remain the attention of the viewers, right? You gotta be entertaining, you gotta be funny, you gotta have personality. You cannot just be based upon like looks, right?
Vibe of being wildly unattainable, which is the same reason that he was the first streamer to sign with Calvin Klein.
I just signed a deal for Calvin Klein. I'm already to sign another deal.
And the first streamer to walk the runway at Paris Fashion Week.
I'm about to walk in Paris Fashion Week tomorrow, bro. This is beautiful. His life is beautiful.
That audience that I mentioned earlier, it sounds shallow, I know, but the one that just liked the way that he looked. He found a way to monetize it. Through partnerships and campaigns with massive brands like Ralph Lauren, H&M, and Burberry, he's built out a modeling career that's almost as impressive as a streaming career.
H&M sat there with their creative director and said, we want you to be the first streamer to do London Fashion Week for us as well. Brother, this is crazy.
To take it a step farther, he has a natural tie to an audience outside of the US, which is huge. Because the US is known as the entertainment capital of the world, streamers based here tend to organically build audiences that are US based too. Don't get me wrong, that's a massive audience, but it's only a fraction of what's out there. Think about what iShowSpeed did. He found soccer, a sport that's kind of irrelevant here in America, but is the most popular one globally, and he made it the center of his content. Now look at Marlon. As someone who grew up playing soccer, he already understood the culture around the sport, so it didn't feel forced.
That's the thing, like you gotta find your kind of niche. You can't just, you gotta experiment. You gotta see what do you like to do. Like iShowSpeed, he has football. Marlon, he has just chatting, he has like doing funny kind of skits, funny kind of moments, you know what I mean? Like somebody has reactions, somebody has gaming, like it's different kind of niches inside it, right?
When he started integrating it into his content. The guy goes and plays in a charity match and seamlessly fits in with some of the greatest to ever play the game. He's integrated into the soccer community oddly more so than Speed. I mean, I was watching the Champions League semifinals the other day, and there pops up Marlon in a halftime commercial with Declan Rice.
Come on, bro, let's go.
At the start of this, I told you Marlon's story was uglier than it looks from the outside, and I think that's still true. The beds that were too small, the oatmeal in Miami, the roach-infested Airbnbs, and the garage that was an hour away from home. None of that fits the easy mode story everyone wants to tell you about good-looking people online. But here's the part I keep coming back to. The looks got him in the door, he could have stopped there, and a lot of people would have. Instead, he kept...
Exactly, and this is what I think we were talking about as well. What is coming into is that looks might have gotten him in, but like to remain, you gotta be entertaining, you gotta have a freaking personality, you gotta be funny, like all of this. Like you cannot just say that he got the freaking pretty privilege, right? You gotta be entertaining, you gotta be funny, you gotta be all of that as well.
The looks got him in the door, he could have stopped there, and a lot of people would have. Instead, he kept walking through every new room that opened, and now it's pretty tough to put him in just one box.
Exactly.
Since I was a kid, be honest, I feel like all of us wanted to become like YouTubers.
It's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's not about the clout, it's not about none of that chat, like at all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this because I'm being like, yo, I made it, because I haven't made it yet. God willingly, the only one that stopped me from not being the biggest right now is myself and my mind.
You are
See, he's doing such a good job, and he's pushing God as well. All praise to God.
Delusional I am, but listen, delusion got me here. Delusion got me my dream house.
Saying to my mom, literally like, Mom, listen, Mom, I'm gonna go to the States. I'm gonna be there for 3 months. I don't care where I sleep, Mom, I'll make this shit happen.
Delusion got me my dream car. Delusion got me almost 2 million followers on Twitch. Delusion got me almost 5 million followers on Instagram.
You know when you
he deserves that shit.
Stuff on YouTube and you're like, this is not even real. I still walk downstairs and I'm like, what the what's my life?
Delusion made me pay my mom's rent forever.
So why is that so important?
You gotta
to pay your mom's rent?
listen, you gotta be the Lulu to the moment that you see that this is gonna work and this is something you want to do, and you're gonna make it no matter what people say. You're gonna make it. You gotta be a little bit Delulu to actually make it. Every single one of the huge celebrities, influencers, they were Delulu because they knew, I'm gonna make the shit, I'm gonna make it happen. If nobody is gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And based on what all the haters say, all the naysayers, all the people that gonna bring you down to their level, or family, friends, all of that, got nothing to say. Like, cut out all noise and actually lock in and get it, because you can make it. Every single one can make it.
Because my mom got me to this place, God first, of course, but mom got me to this place, and you know, now it's my time to give back.
What's up, mama? Chat, say what's up to mama. Say what's up to my mama, man. Y'all haven't seen on stream, you know what I'm saying? But W mom, chat.
Delusion flew my whole family out here for Christmas whenever they want, whatever they want. Delusion, I can get my niece whatever she wants, whenever she wants.
Exactly.
For you guys that do know or doesn't know, Marlon is my brother.
Like, okay, listen. Listen to what he's talking about, and then his brother coming in. I saw a lot of feud coming in, a lot of feud between the families and all of that, and his brother now trying to say that he could do the same thing and trying to come a little bit clout chasing, you know what I mean? Just because he made it, Bro, Marlon been putting so freaking much work on it, and if people come in and trying to cloud chase based upon that, it's just wrong in every single way, to be honest with you. Just trying to get a little bit of the fame as well.
I can get my
And downplaying what they did.
Whenever she wants.
For the guys that do know or doesn't know, Marlon is my brother. I love him so much. I'm very proud of you, broski. Like very, very proud.
Delusion made me win the Rising Star.
God gave me this for a reason.
That was not the cloud chasing. I just seen a few clips. I don't know if it's real or not, or if it's taken out of context. I'm not gonna, don't quote me on that one, but it's just based upon what I've seen, like from a lot of different clips, to be honest.
Taking advantage of it, bro.
So you be quiet. You sit your down, understand? Be delusional.
Thank you, God, for letting me be here and wake up another day. God, I want to thank you for these past few days. Thank you for all the experiences. Thank you for the blessings.
W.
Achieve my dreams and letting my family be with me along this journey. God, I thank you for everybody in this chat. I pray that their families.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's still talking about God on streams and all of that. Even though I made it, like, all praise to God. And that is what you got to do. You cannot forget the person, or not person, forget the source that actually made it happen as well.
God, thank you for everything you've done for me. Please forgive us for all of our sins. Amen.
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 Bro, I love that one. I love that